The movie follows Ja-yoon, played by Demi Kim, who escapes from a mysterious facility where she had been imprisoned and experimented on for years. Ja-yoon, who was wandering the streets without any memories of his past or his identity, is found by his kind family and accepted into their family. She names her Yeonhee and gives her a new life, but her past is about to catch up with her. Meanwhile, the organization that kidnapped Ja-yoon is dispatching its ruthless agents to bring her back at any cost. Their leader Choi is determined to get Ja-yoon back and enter threat to their operation. As Ja-yoon slowly begins to regain her memories, she discovers that she possesses supernatural abilities, including her telekinesis. She begins to realize that Ja-yoon and her organization that captured her have done something to give her these abilities. Her memories of her past begin to return. And she also remembers that she had a younger brother who was kidnapped by the organization. With the help of her new family, Ja-yoon begins her journey to find her sister and uncover the truth about her past. Ja-yoon learns that she is not alone, and that people with special abilities like herself are being hunted by her organization. As Ja-yoon learns more about her past and the true nature of her powers, she is forced into an explosive confrontation with Mr. Choi and her agents. Her film builds to a thrilling climax in which Ja-yoon uses her own powers to defeat her enemies and protect her loved ones. Ja-yoon remembers everything that happened 10 years ago, and she dreams of revenge on them. She knows that she won't be able to live long in her current state, and she tries to solve this by turning to her childhood. From there, has started looking for and collecting her materials. She also knew that one day her brain would no longer survive and she would die, so she was prolonging her life by minimizing the use of her brain power. However, even without her knowledge, Ja-yoon's brain had been operating at an efficiency that exceeded average, so her lifespan was found to be extremely short compared to that of ordinary people, and as she approached her 20s, her brain pain became more frequent. As she lost, she began receiving continuous checkups from her doctor. In the end, it was decided that it would be impossible to find her on her own as she had evaporated without leaving any traces of her anywhere, so she decided to go to an audition that boasted high viewership ratings. By appearing on the program and demonstrating her telekinetic powers, she exposed herself to the world. And as she expected, Dr. Beck was convinced that Ja-yoon was a girl who escaped from the facility 10 years ago. So he came to her with a pretty bait, and although there was a time limit, not only could he delay his own death, but it would also put a strain on his brain. It was evaluated as exceeding expectations because they had even manufactured a drug that prevented it from getting caught and increased its power. She got all the information she needed, her head won't hurt, and the targets of her revenge will be right in front of her. Ja-yoon, who no longer needs to suppress her abilities, breaks down all of her electronic devices and she easily unties herself and kills the nobleman's companion next to her. Ja-yoon herself. Afterwards, the nobleman makes a final counterattack with Longhair, who is still alive. Longhair curses behind Jaeon and rushes at him with a dagger, but Jaeon simply blocks it with one hand and is killed. In the end, the nobleman is completely defeated by Jaeon.